Over the years, Mandy has built a strong name for herself by taking part in many extracurricular ventures, such as the Discovery Channel's Deadliest Catch show. Mandy's daily existence in the Fisher clan is not too unlike from her familial life. It's common to compare her to her father, particularly when it comes to strength. So what happened to Mandy Hansen from Deadliest Catch? Let's find it all out. She is the daughter of Sig and June Hansen, and was born in 1996. Mandy Hansen, the patriarch's daughter, grew up with an awareness of, respect for, and education in fishing, crabbing, and sailing. Northwest is his father's Alaskan fishing boat, and during fishing season, he and his audience take on crazy crab excursions over the Bering Seas. She is not, however, Sig's biological daughter. Mandy was born into a family headed by her ex-husband's sister, Nina. When Sig Hansen married June, his 2 kids adopted his surname and were raised under his own. Because she enjoys being in the water, Mandy felt comfortable going crabbing in the Bering Sea. The Hansen family, who want to be like their father, saw it as even more of a way of life. Interestingly, Mandy was free to choose not to take part in the Deadliest Catch. She made a guest appearance on the show in 2009. Even at 11, she wasn't regarded as a complete member. Mandy Hansen began working as a deckhand for the Deadliest Catch in April 2014. When her mother saw how happy her younger daughter was, she was able to accept the concept, even if it had been difficult to leave her in the water. Her father allowed her to go to the performance since he wanted to take care of her as well. Mandy used to spend every summer exploring the world with her father and the crew of the ship Northwestern before she was a regular on the program. She was excited for summer to arrive after an amazing voyage aboard the ship. She received the title of Captain Sig Hansen on board the ship as soon as she joined the business. Mandy works in an industry where men predominate, but she doesn't let it stop her from doing her very best. In the show's opening episodes, he pulled off a tremendous feat by stopping the ship from catching fire. She has experience working at Opilion and king crab in a range of seasons. To increase his chances of succeeding in his chosen field, Hansen plans to join in a maritime school and get a license. In the Discovery series Deadliest Catch, Mandy Hansen achieved personal success by exposing viewers to the horrifying conditions that fishing boats and their personnel face at sea. The main characters of the program are the ship Northwestern, Mandy's father Sig, and the fishing crew. The Discovery Channel is reaping significant financial benefits from the program as a result of its increasing popularity and viewership. Mandy Hansen reportedly made a sizable income from her frequent appearances on the program. She has $1 million reported net worth. On June 10, 2017, Mandy Hansen and Clark Peterson tied the knot on board the fishing vessel Northwestern. Friends, family, and the stars of the television show Deadliest Catch attended her wedding. Mandy's father, Sig, was the perfect man during the wedding. Her family watched as her father, dressed in traditional Norwegian attire, presented Mandy to the groom. Mandy Hansen's husband, Clark Peterson, works on the Columbia River for Shaver Transportation Company. When Mandy joined the Deckhand's crew, they quickly became great friends while her father delivered orders in the choppy waters. Walking up to the Hansen residence, Clark asked Sig for his daughter's hand in marriage. Their children is 2 years of age. Born in November 2021, their daughter Sailor is the source of their eternal pleasure. Their biggest joy is becoming a parent, and they really enjoy parenting their little kid. What happened to Mandy Hansen? When a crab pot falls into the ocean, the crew throws 2 buoys overboard to mark the spot and provide the deckhands a line to hook when it's time to recover the pot. But after one of these routine drops, a crane on the boat mistakenly grabbed the buoy rope, increasing the tension in the line and forcing the boat to advance and begin pulling the pot. Mandy ignored the screams of the deckhands to slow down. She had her sights set on something else. When the wheelhouse alarm went off, Mandy quickly sprung to attention, but she wasn't sure what was going on. She would later acknowledge that she had never seen that specific alarm go off before. Before the rope snapped, she was able to somewhat slow down the boat, but it was already too late. With a loud snap, the 3-foot metal hook that was still attached to the buoy line that had broken free from the crab pot shot back at the squad, alleviating some of the tension that had been building. The Deckhands ducked as the enormous metal hook hit them and climbed to safety. Even though it ended quickly, a crew member may have died or suffered catastrophic injuries if they had been unlucky. Unknown details regarding Mandy Hansen. She and her spouse are not the only family members that work in the fishing sector. Her father is employed in the same sector. They share a close bond, and her father is Captain Sig Hansen. His granddaughter Sailor makes him extremely pleased because the family often shares photos of her on social media. It's really quite beautiful. Many people don't realize that this woman is still extremely young. Given that she was born in the 1990s, it's possible that she doesn't recall those years. She was born in the year 1996. Her mother June and her family were residents of Washington State at the time of her birth. Sig Hansen is not her biological father. When her mother married Sig, her child was around 5 years old. However, he is really her father since he adopted her and her sister after marrying their mother. She was only 13 years old the first time she and her father appeared on television. She was aware that she would be taking his place since he had been in the program for a while. But once she informed her parents, things did not go as planned. She spent a lot of time trying to convince them that she was the best person for the job, even if they weren't initially happy with the idea. She made her broadcast debut in 2009 with her father, and she hasn't altered since. She is a reasonable woman who is aware that plans don't always work out. She is aware that despite obstacles, pursuing her lifetime goal of accomplishing her goals is the best thing she can do for her family and herself. She is the kind of person who can succeed in life despite the most difficult conditions. Her existence is hazardous and challenging. Things become serious when you and your spouse start fishing for business in the Bering Sea, even though a commercial fisherman may not appear like much to others. It's not like making a livelihood by going out to fish the Gulf of Mexico. Even on the best fishing days, the conditions are dangerous.